Every nigga is a star. Who will remind you that you admire? Every nigga is a star. 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 Every nigga is a star.
If I ruled, if I ruled the WORLD, if I ruled the world, I'd free all my sons. Black diamonds, black diamonds, black diamonds, black woman, black diamonds and pearls. If I ruled the world, could it be? Could it be? Could it be mine? We'd both shine. If I ruled the world.
Why we only got 2 snaps here?
I mean, goodness, participate.
Snap it.
I'm not gonna know. What are y'all doing? What is happening? I'm a Jay-Z fan. I don't know these lyrics. Me either. What just happened?
That's my spoken word. So I start every show off with a spoken word. Welcome back to another episode of Nobody Asked Me But, where we react to people's bullshit. I'm your host, DeSandies.
You gotta keep up with the flow.
You gotta keep it going.
Okay.
I'm your host, DeSandies.
The hostess with the most.
And we have our reoccurring guest, Big Dog Tosh. And then we have our special guest.
Okay. Nigga Nate if you didn't.
Nigga Nate. We also have our special guest, Gordon Baker Bone. Everybody welcome Gordon. Welcome, Gordon.
Woo, welcome. Welcome to the show.
And we are also welcoming the bass man, also known as my boyfriend.
Don't do that.
Clifford. Welcome, Clifford. Woo.
Nepotism at its finest. It's not what nepotism means. It's not. No.
Not at all. It's not at all.
Oh my God.
That's just a pure connection.
It's just a pure connection. And this is also like a real job, so it's not like you're hired, you're just a guest. But you're big guests.
I mean, but I got the guest because I'm forking the host.
Forking?
Yes.
Knife and forking. Did you catch it?
I did.
Big old barbecue sauce just...
This is why I don't like spoken word.
Yeah.
Well,
because after spoken word, everybody feels like they can just say whatever they want after spoken word. Because everybody
is the entire point.
No.
That's the whole point. That's the whole reason why I do it. It's because people do what they want.
You know, there's many reasons why I hate police shootings, and I
hell?
No, just hear me out. Just hear me out. There's many reasons why I hate police shootings, and I think the one thing that white people don't know that makes me personally upset is all the bad poetry that comes out after a police shooting. And that's what makes me so mad.
Nope, I'm not shitting
And no one says it's bad. We just go, let them talk.
You know what that's like? It's like when you go to the Apollo and they always ask people to sing, and it's like you can't sing, but if you get up and sing God, you get up there and sing Amazing Grace, everybody gonna cheer for you, and it's like, girl, you are flat.
Or if you are white or any other color other than black, and you sing like a
R&B.
Dude, shout outs to Tina Marie.
It makes me so mad.
You know what?
Such bad.
We're gonna move on because you guys.
That is a whole topic in and of itself.
You said 3 different topics, and we're gonna come back.
As the gun went pop pop.
Wow.
Pop pop. He was someone's pop pop. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I like it. The imagery. It's terrible. Yes. So we're gonna get into our Jet Beauty of the Week. Boom, dynamite. Boom, boom, dynamite. Our team is boom, dynamite. Boom, boom, dynamite. Our team is tick, 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 tick. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some booty in it. Boom. Okay. So today's Jet Beauty of the Week is... So y'all know that Georgia has lost its mind with all the abortion laws and such.
Georgia, there's so many others.
Yes.
14
No, I
states.
mean, yes, there's other 14 states.
Georgia was the leader.
Georgia is one of the
Georgia in
14 states
particular.
that has lost its mind.
Yeah, Georgia said, hold
And
my
the
beer.
reason, but I'll show you how fucked up I can be. And so, you know, the reason why Georgia's so important is because Netflix is down there, Disney is down there, Tyler Perry's down there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, it's been.
Well, Disney was down there.
It was, but it's been coined as like the Black Hollywood and such. So Tiffany Haddish,
They had to ruin the nigga state, didn't they?
the what?
The nigga state.
That's not the only
Nigga
nigga.
state?
I mean, you know, that's where all the nigga stuff was going.
Both of you, the nigga state, the nigga state, not the nigga state.
They sound like fairy odd parents. Remember when the nigga chin would come in? The nigga chin!
The nigga chin. Remember Natalie Nunn? She had a nigga chin.
I have gone way off topic.
Sorry, but yeah. So Tiffany Haddish has pulled out her show and says she's postponing it and she's refunding tickets.
Oh, her comedy show?
Mm-hmm. She's refunding all of her tickets because she's like, until, you know, Georgia can get it together. And so, Tiffany Haddish, I love you in theory and in real life too. I love you I say in theory because sometimes I don't always feel like it's funny, but I love her.
You're a Beyonce fan.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because that leaves you, like, because...
I think Beyonce loves Tiffany Haddish.
Oh.
Yeah, she just said that she has to sign a non-disclosure agreement every time she hangs out.
There it
with
is.
There
it is.
So what we're gonna do is treat.
Okay, you two.
We're gonna treat
mama
the person
loves Tiffany Haddish.
that ratted on.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna treat the person that ratted on you like a side chick that we don't want to talk about
You do
in
treat her
public.
like that now. She should be praised as the next upcoming for, like, black comedy. But instead, because she...
Ratted on
she's
the
never-
queen.
No, that's not.
She wasn't used to, like, I...
No, wait.
know what it's like.
Hold on. 2 seconds. First
Okay.
of all, that wasn't where I was going with that.
Okay.
All I was saying was that in theory, sometimes I think she's funny comedic wise. Mm-hmm. I think she's funny. I think she's a really good comedic actress.
I think she's amazing.
I think she's an amazing comedic actress. I don't always love her stand-ups. That happens with me a lot. So it has nothing to do with the
Stand-ups
Beyonce
is okay.
theory. In fact, when it happened for the Beyonce, you know, she was the one ready to fight for Beyonce. And when Beyonce put her name in the song, she was just like, I don't care, and I would have done it again because I ride or die for Beyonce. And for that, and for the fact that she pulled out of her show because it's like, fuck all this, we can't have abortions and, all this hate against women's health. Tiffany Haddish is our Deputy of the Week. Woo!
That took a turn.
It did because because you two people are
thought it was sport and
steering
wave,
us
first and foremost.
down a deep path.
First and foremost, I thought it was Sport and Wave.
What? That's the nostalgia, baby. That's later.
You giving up everything.
My God.
Leave my
Yeah,
best friend alone, bro.
it's all right.
We're going to cut that part.
Can
No,
you
we're not gonna
can you
do that
actually
part.
believe that I have a college degree and I'm
Yeah, we
Whoa!
all technically all
What?
do.
Yes, we can believe you have a college
believe
degree
that?
just because you made a mistake. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're moving on.
Take a drink for that one.
Take a drink for that.
Thank you.
Um,
Take a lap.
take a lap. Oh, you're drunk. Okay.
That's my favorite.
Every time. So we also finally today, listeners, we finally.
Sorry.
It's okay. We finally got.
It is alcohol.
Oh, it's really hot in here.
It's not that hot, bro.
We finally got the Malibu. So our drink of the day is Malibu. This is Malibu Original.
Guys, don't drink it straight. Make sure you do it with ice or a...
Because with Ice Chow, it
diluter.
is a party.
I
You
don't have any
understand?
ice.
Yeah,
Y'all
with
jacked all the ice.
the ice for me
Sorry
is
about
like,
that.
I'm feeling
We
real
only
good.
got, first and foremost, we only got 6 cubes of ice.
First of all, I was told only 2 people was drinking.
Yikes.
2 people? Who told you that? Who told
I
you
walked
that
in,
lost
only
information?
I changed my mind. Yeah, you don't know. I'm not gonna lie, though. I'm not gonna lie.
He literally said,
I was like, I'm gonna drink straight because that's why, you know me. You live with me. You
Yes,
see.
I do.
We live together. I drink tequila straight. I drink whiskey straight. So I was like,
Nice.
all right, this rum,
Disgusting.
we're gonna do it straight.
Yeah.
You should get Mount Gay's rum.
I'm moving on. So, moving on. So, for our announcements this week, so I mentioned last week that I was featured, or I think the week before, that I was featured on Refinery 29's Unbothered, episode 1.
Woo!
But I also was,
Nobody except for me. Class.
thank you, baby, love you. But
Love
she
you
said
too.
woo.
I did.
Don't
Don't try to play me,
Wait,
Cliff.
I'm not
wait
trying
a
to play
minute.
you.
I'm also.
She's giving me side eye because I didn't clap just now. But
No,
I shared it.
Gordon,
and people were almost like,
I'm giving you a side eye because you keep interrupting my sentence. so.
This is the most organized podcast I think I've ever been on in my life.
I know. It's terrible,
Why are you so
isn't
organized?
it? I'm an organized human. And also, I just like to get a thought out, and then you can do what you want.
Okay. Cool.
So, the other announcement is that I made it to episode 2 of the Unbothered web series of Refinery 29.
Round of applause, yes. High
Thank
fives
you.
all around.
Woo! So
and showing us for
that is
everybody.
featured on the R29 Unbothered R29 Unbothered IG, and so you can see that on IGTV, and that's where we talk about superstitions. Also, this Friday, I will be doing another Tributaries Live. So for those of you that tuned in last week or the last couple weeks,
And saw me acting a fool.
we're still working out a few bumps and bruises and trying to make it as nice as possible. And even though I am trying, I'm not always as technologically equipped as I'd like to be. So we're working on it. We're getting much better.
I'm not drunk.
And
Why are you rubbing your fucking legs?
All right.
Whoa! You're saying this out loud.
Dude, I can hear you just...
please tune in on Instagram under my Somethin'Els and DeSandies line to our Tributaries Live, and we're going to take a break. This episode of Nobody Asked Me But is brought to you by So Music Entertainment. If you're looking for a professional recording studio to record your music projects, podcasts, voiceovers, or whatever your audio needs are, for a reasonable price, look no further. Visit somusicent.com. That's SOHMUSICENT.com for more details. You can also follow them at SoMusicEnt, which is SOHMUSICENT on Twitter and Instagram for a free consultation. And a special shout out to Mr. Ash, the engineer who mixed and edited our podcast today. And you can follow him at Mr. Ash X, which is MRASHX. They have some of the best engineers here at Soul Recording Studios, so don't wait any longer to make your dream project a reality. Visit somusicent.com or call 929-900-6044 now. And let's get back to our show.
Because of Nick Cannon, do you find yourself buying furs and matching turbans? Are you, too, an independent free thinker who believes the world is flat and that America's got talent? Is your bank account wiped out and your prized possessed ivory queen nowhere to be found? Did your third eye lead you to what you thought was a black nationalist rally but ended up being a JoJo Siwa concert?
Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? Love is good. I can't dig it.
Okay, so nobody asked me, but what the fuck is an independent thinker?
What do you mean, what the fuck is an independent thinker?
Listen.
Everyone's an independent thinker.
Exactly.
At nature.
Let me
and
explain.
I'm much more saying that, naturally, everyone is an independent thinker.
Mm-hmm.
But it just takes time and training to make them not.
So what started this was because I was having a little bit of a hard time trying to figure out exactly what we were going to talk about today. And originally, the topic was nobody asked me, but I'm confused by Nick Cannon.
Oh, boy.
Because I am confused by Nick Cannon.
You know you don't like him.
That I should like him,
Hold on. First
but
and
I
foremost,
don't.
do you like Nick Cannon?
Nigga, are you serious?
Okay. So I started to do that, right? Because it's like, I have so many reasons.
First and foremost,
Sorry.
shouts out to Nick Cannon because of him, I did get a nice dope vest that was passed down to Pete. That was passed down from Pete.
You got a secondhand vest, and now you're like, shout out the dude from Drumline.
So this vest was passed down to Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live. Pete Davidson gave it to Gordon Baker Bone, and he gave it to me, and I rocked this vest for a long time.
Okay.
I was going to
It
say...
was an LRG vest.
Nick Cannon is a 100% cornball. But
Thank
I
you.
respect his hustle. He is a hustler.
So that was going to be the first topic, right? So because all of those things are true. But so then I tried to get some, feedback. Like, why do I feel this way? Am I just being an asshole? Where is all this stemming from? So I pull up this
Stemming
video.
from childhood, girl.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. He smiled so hard. Like, just feels
Can I
like...
ask y'all a quick question?
So,
Like, let's say y'all got divorced.
okay.
Would you pay alimony if you made more than your husband?
What are you
Yes.
doing? What are you doing?
I would.
That has
What?
nothing to do with what I'm asking
care
you.
of the kids, then
Okay.
if he's doing his job.
But what if you had the kids, but you still had to pay alimony? because you made more than him?
Gordon. Hey, Gordon.
But he made more than me?
No, you make more than him. He don't got the kids all the time. But because you make more than him, you still have to pay him alimony by law.
I mean, it's something that hurts, but if he would have to pay it for
Are
me...
you saying this because
and we
Mariah
try to
Carey
be
pays
equal
Nick
here,
Cannon?
Does she?
Does Mariah Carey pay Nick Cannon?
She does?
Yeah.
He does.
Oh, did she have a basis change?
You thought
How's it trash? Give everyone all the facts. Nick Cannon, yes, he's a talented individual, but he's also somebody on MTV that's collecting the goddamn Mariah Carey Christmas
Okay, so I
check.
changed my mind. We were going to do... Originally... We were going to do Nobody Asked Me But What the Fuck is an Independent Thinker, and we were about to go into like Hotep shit and B.O.B.
Let's
and
still
all this.
do it,
but
though.
now, no. Well, sure. Because all right, we'll get there. But Nobody Asked Me, but I am confused by Nick Cannon and people who are similar to him. My confusion is this. He is extremely talented in what it is that he does. Let me explain before you cut me off. As far as his executive producing skills, whatever those are, as far as Wild 'N Out is concerned, wait a second.
Those words.
Are you saying he's just slapping his name on shows and moving forward?
It awfully sounds like that.
Okay.
His executive producer skills, whatever that may be.
Whatever.
His
that-
talents
he
is,
does.
when he executive producer. I never heard executive producer be described.
It's a talent. Fair enough. Okay. But what I'm saying is that Wild 'N Out is extremely successful. Whether you like it or not, Wild 'N Out is extremely successful. And when he is not, smiling so hard that his gums are bleeding, he's an okay
Or wearing
rep.
them damn turbans.
Or wearing we'll get there. He's not he's not a favorite. I'm not going to be bumping him in my new car.
Absolutely
But he's not an awful rapper.
I'm not gonna lie, Gigolo
He's not a
was-
what?
I knew that was coming.
Time out. What
However,
you just
that
said?
is in the R. Kelly song.
Oh.
Oh, who? We don't mention
Gigolo.
his name around here.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry.
But who was there for that whole album? Who wrote that album?
We're moving on. But that's what I'm saying. I'm confused by him because there are some things that he does that are successful to masses. Someone is buying something. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to be where he's at. Now, we're not necessarily talking about albums, but if you're tuning into Wild 'N Out, if you're watching certain shows of America's Got Talent, because
If you're watching Nickelodeon, period.
if you're watching Nickelodeon, period, at this
Because he used
juncture.
those alimony checks
Just
to
real
buy
quick.
Nickelodeon.
But what I'm saying is,
Thank you.
Let's keep it real. He bought.
Let's-
He used those alimony checks.
But that's
to
the
buy
other. That's
Teen
the
Nick
other.
and Nickelodeon.
But that's the other part of my confusion is that he does a lot of and says a whole lot of corny, cornballish, trifling things that make me nuts. So, for example,
So him at his most honest makes you nuts, but him as a entertainer, so to speak, because he gathers himself and puts himself around a whole bunch of talented individuals that he can help promote because he got here because he was a child star. There's a thing that we all forget. We have such a dedication to all our child stars. Whoever we grew up with on TV, like to this day, I love Raven-Symoné. Raven-Symoné is somebody that I identify with because she was young and she was on TV.
God, if I have
and
to hear
as
that
a
name
kid,
one more time in my
exactly,
life,
exactly.
everyone
but
can
like
say,
she's not.
you remind me of somebody. Do you see visions? No, girl. I don't see visions.
That's my point. The young people that we see on TV, we idolize, and we idolize them for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that they're great. They
Another
just
friend
Okay,
of
hold on.
saying
First and
that
foremost, can you remember?
about the girl from
Hold on,
Stranger
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Can
no.
you remember a childhood show that Nick Cannon was in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he
What show?
I was about to say something real dumb, but that's not
on
it.
All
He was
That.
on All That.
He was in all that.
Yes.
Those are probably the seasons where I wasn't watching.
No, but that's
It was
like,
the latest season.
That was,
it was when-
but that's how I identify with Nick Cannon.
No.
And
Oh, there you go.
Thank
You
you.
needed something.
Yeah.
what?
So,
You gotta keep as a man. I think more men, like, and I'm just saying this on your podcast because I know you're gonna have a lot of either dudes or just women out there. Like, make sure you hang around with a dude that keeps a rubber band, because he's planning.
but this isn't good for hair. It just is like because it rips
Gets the
your hair
job done.
Does it really? Okay, well, it will for today. Anyway,
Why does everyone hate the fact like you gotta keep a
So-
keep a rubber band, even one of these?
I have all her berets at my house.
the
know,
thing
but keep on
is,
your
They are
wrist,
not
bro.
here.
You gotta keep one on the wrist.
This is her place. She's near her place. What in the world?
You're not getting what I'm saying.
Keep one in your pocket.
Well, you're not getting what I'm saying. What if there's a time,
Oh, so I gotta grab my wallet,
Yes.
my keys,
Keep it in your wallet.
my cell phone.
Bruh, you see this?
This is a
Don't forget, I have to
drunken
get a
mess.
beret for my
Back to
girlfriend
Nick
too.
Cannon.
No, listen. You
Back
gotta
to
you
Nick.
gotta keep one of these like rubber bands. You know, like the Livestrong bands. That's what I'm showing them right now. Keep one of these bands in your pocket. You never know
that's a
when someone.
wristband. That's
listen,
not-
it is wristband, but you never know when someone wants to give you head. So
What?
What
What do you
this in
need a
front of my
rubber band
girlfriend?
for?
no,
For
but
men?
I'm just saying. For me,
What you-
you
what?
never
What
know
do
when
you-
someone wants to give you head.
what do you need?
You never know when someone's gonna give you head. You gotta keep a wristband. What if someone wants to give you head?
What?
Their hair
I-
all luxurious and long.
Oh,
So
I
you just-
understand. Okay, so
give
you
them a wrist.
you need the hair thing to pull back hair, assuming that the person who's giving you head has hair.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's stop this conversation.
Why?
Right
Why?
there.
So
Let's keep this.
back to Nick Cannon.
You somewhere fancy, your girl looking all glory and elegant. Everybody want to talk about partition, how Beyonce's like driver parole partition, please.
Nigga, I don't have
Let
a
me tell you,
limousine
if
for
I had
that.
Beyonce's hair, a rubber band is not going in.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now.
You're gonna have to
it's
deal
like,
with the hair flying in and out of my mouth.
You got
or
it,
whatever.
but it's good to still have that. Or you just pull back
okay.
hair all the
So
time.
back to Nick Cannon.
Okay. Oh, this is
back in again.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, boy.
Turban wearer number 2. Ugh.
So, like it's not so much that I am okay with him as an entertainer. What I'm saying is that I respect
calling him an
the
entertainer.
Gordon. If you don't, wait a
What
second.
would you classify him as if not an entertainer?
Personality?
But personalities are entertainers. They
You ain't-
still.
You
They
ain't got to
still.
entertain as a personality. Michael
I mean,
Strahan
he
walks
is-
on
he
stage
is
and goes, "Hey,
entertaining.
everybody, I'm Michael Strahan. I cheated on my wife multiple times, but you guys all forgive me because I tackled white men."
But does
And
that?
you go,
See how you're laughing? That's help me, Father. God, Lord.
There's
have
nothing
mercy.
talented about Michael Strahan but the fact that he can just tackle people and that he's the
He
only.
has a pretty good person. I mean, he has a personality.
He's a personality. Nick Cannon is a personality at this point.
But
That's
personalities
fine,
are entertaining.
but personalities are entertaining, and I mean, if he's listen.
Okay, so-
now wait, hold on.
So you're
Wait,
saying
He had been
I-
very clean and put together for the white folks as entertainment.
that's because he's been longing for a white woman that he
Okay,
as a
and so this
prize-
is where
as a prize
this is where I
possession.
was getting annoyed because before I got here, I was watching this video because I was trying to connect back to like find some tangible
Long story
evidence
short,
as to
there
why
was
I
two
was.
problematic ass niggas talking about talking about why I shouldn't date shouldn't date white women and why I should date white women.
No, you definitely should not
And
date
it
white
was
women. You can have sex, but not date. Dating.
That was what they were trying to say, and it was very weird.
What's
And
weird about
they're
that?
just talking
Who was
about.
saying this?
So yes, if I could just finish
Yeah,
my
fill me in,
thought,
'cause I'm lost.
Thank you. So, what happened was that he was talking to this man who seems like I think he's in the
Who, Nick
Nation.
Cannon?
Yes, Nick Cannon it's on the Cannon School. It's a series
Okay.
on YouTube. And he was talking to this man, I think Rizzo or RZA, not RZA like
the
RZA, not the RZA, but some other, right, not him, but some other guy, I think from the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
And they were having a conversation about love. And Nick Cannon was trying to make the point that you could fall in love with who you want to fall in love with because love is love, which is interesting that he says that because I don't know if he feels like that across the board. So he was saying that because of the fact that dating a white woman was forbidden at one point, and because of the fact that black men were not allowed to even look at white women in any kind of way, that now that it's not forbidden, which it depends on who you're asking, it's white women are looked at as success.
It is.
he was saying it's looked at as success, and therefore I should be able to date a white woman, and I should be able to have her, and I want to be able to, because I couldn't have her before, I want her now. And the guy from the Nation of Islam was, in all fairness, saying a lot of crazy shit as well, but was saying, the black woman that has been holding you down, that has been taking care of your kids and cooking for you and doing all these great things for you and still fighting for you, and it's like you're going to drop her for the success. And so Nick Cannon was saying, why can't I have both? And so for me, that furthers my confusion because on the one hand, Nick Cannon can be very pro-black. He can be, for younger kids who are not necessarily paying attention to all the other stuff on the other hand, who are looking at it on a very surface level, he's a very successful black man. He started in a group when he was young.
He wears turbans.
And he, he built his way up, and he is extremely successful. It looks great.
Rappers and Instagram stars, put him in the show.
So he looks on paper fine, but then when we have these conversations about love and what that means, and just, when he started throwing out I'm an independent thinker, and that set me off. And so that's why we got here.
What the hell does that?
And that's why I started that.
What? Okay.
Oh,
I think I just have an answer.
Okay.
Point blank. There's a large generation of black men I think that get overlooked, and that's the suburban Carlton Banks type of black man.
Now you watch that because I'm related to Alfonso Ribeiro. He's my second cousin.
Okay, but what he represents is something that a lot of people aren't used to. As a black man, the suburban black man is something that's always going to be scrutinized. We are used to having thugs and gangsters, and we have our leaders who came from the hood to wherever they can make it to. Suburban black men are subjected to being black while having white counterparts. A lot of these dudes that leave the NFL, go to the NFL and get a white girl right away, and find a white girl in college, guess what they never did in their life? They never sat in a classroom with a white girl. So all we do is fantasize about this idea of what a white woman is. And the way that we see white women, we see them as objects. We see them as
more submissive than the black woman.
Oh, we're told we don't interact with white women, and then we finally get around one, and they see that we're talented. Not only did they never saw a black dude before, now I'm in your classroom. I'm muscular. I'm sexy. I'm an intellectual. They're gonna be attracted to us, hands down. And what I'm told in barbershops and from other black men is that, you get yourself a white girl, bro, you doing something.
But here's my thing. Here's my problem.
Why?
Did you date somebody with an ulterior motive?
Yes, I did.
Would you?
Now that you've done it. No. Now that you've already done it and you know what that feels like, would you do it again?
No, never again. But here's my thing. A lot of black men don't have the experience that I've had. I lived from kindergarten to 8th grade in Newark, New Jersey, where I never had one white classmate. 9th grade, everyone was like, yo, you gonna go to Columbia High School. There's mad white girls up there. You're gonna be fucking all day, Gordon. And then you get in the classroom with a white girl and you realize, oh, this bitch depressed. She's just like everybody else. She's just a crazy person sitting right next to you. There's no different from anything else. Black men need to be around white women at a young age so they can get rid of that false
ideology.
There you go.
That's a very interesting way to put that. I think, though, not interesting in a bad way. I think it's just interesting in general. But even if they are, right? Even if they are mixed in a group, what Nick Cannon is saying, essentially, is that in some way, shape, or form, white women are better because they represent success. Yeah. And so that is where
indirectly. I think
for me, and the thing is about
that's a left coast California line of thinking.
But
like,
for me, this is my problem with that. The problem that I have with that is you, for me, can't be out here preaching the gospel of pro-blackness, and then on the other side tell me that white women are the sign of success. That doesn't make sense to me. And the reason why it doesn't make sense to me is because it completely counts out all the work that every black woman does.
True.
And that just is unfair considering we are literally carrying niggas on our back.
You see them Wild 'N
all
Out girls?
the day. Now, of course, I do see them, and that's what I'm saying.
You see how many white women they go after first before they go after black women?
Of course, I'm not saying that they
MTV,
don't do that.
bro.
What I'm saying
Okay.
to you is that
It's MTV, but he
condones it.
We all agreed in here. He's the executive producer.
He condones it.
that's the talent.
Yeah, you're talented.
His
that's
most
what I'm-
talented
But
position.
do you understand why I'm
but-
confused by him? Because it's like, and it's not just him.
I'm not
It's
confused.
just
It's black dudes that love their mama, but they're also taught that white women represent the trophy.
that's dumb to me.
It is dumb. It's dumb.
Because
but
and
that's
let me
what-
just
that's
preface
what's
this.
being-
Let me
that's
just
what's being-
ingrained.
Let me
that's
just
what's-
preface
that's what's
this
ingrained in-
overall. Let me just preface this.
in society.
I firmly believe love is love. Firmly, inside and out. Interracial, gay, straight, lesbian, queer, transgendered, pumpkins, spices, whatever it is,
That's
for me,
nasty, first and foremost.
you know,
No.
eggplant, parmesan, it's love.
Eggplant parmesan.
That's your favorite.
I'm not fucking an eggplant parmesan.
No,
You're not.
The eggplant and parmesan together. Jesus Lord. Obviously,
Not with
people
that
are
attitude
not-
either.
That's right. You need to be a little bit nicer than that, okay? Take her to dinner first, Clifford. But what I'm saying is that, you know,
Take dinner to dinner.
Yep.
Nick Cannon I chose in the forefront because he's always just, I couldn't quite pinpoint why he's always annoyed me. But further than that, he's not the only person that does that. And
no.
so, you know, when I couldn't finish the video because he specifically said, I'm an independent thinker. And I was like, what the fuck is an independent
what the Kanye
thinker?
West are you talking about?
Yeah.
Same thing. He's like,
The idea of this independent thinker.
you know the greatest thing
Is-
that I'm sorry to cut you off, but like I wish that there were more black women in the room when a lot of these black men say what they say. And I think my favorite joke comes from Doug Stanhope, is that he's talking to his black friend about racism. He was like, "Oh, you think what he said was bad when he said it in front of you? You got to hear what he says when you're not around."
there.
Is the same thing. A lot of these
Let me tell you,
black stars
and it
won't ever fully acknowledge.
kind of goes back to our first episode with white women giving birth to and adopting black
Ooh-wee.
babies.
Yep.
I think it's Derrick Rose's girlfriend or wife. She's white.
She's
has-
not.
No.
She's black.
She's black.
Her mom is black. Her mom is half black, and her her nana is black.
Black.
I mean, black
Okay.
for real. And I kept looking at her like, something is interesting about you, and I can't figure it out.
Derrick Rose's girlfriend is, ex-girlfriend is black.
Wait, the one.
The one that got trained.
Trained to do what?
No,
A train ran
her
on her.
friends.
Trained. Come on, ride a train. Toot your rider. Woo, woo.
So here's the story behind Derrick Rose's wife. Derrick Rose's friends
Everyone
decided
pour your
to.
drinks.
Can I get one too? Can I get one too? This
Derrick Rose's friends.
It's a dirty conversation. Right
It is a dirty conversation. But long story short, Derrick Rose's friends allegedly rode a train.
Thank you for the
on
alleged, so we don't get
his
sued.
girlfriend when they were broken up.
Yep.
That's trash.
But he was there too.
And he was there too. That's why
Oh,
he was
dude.
in. He was.
Niggas ain't shit.
Can we?
You ain't worth a damn.
Can we just make that more
Wait,
broad?
hold on.
You know
Men ain't
niggas
shit.
ain't shit.
That ain't shit.
A train was ran on her in his presence, and he still is with her.
No,
No.
they're not together. They weren't together
I don't
during
think that
that
was his
situation.
girlfriend,
But he did get indicted for
All right.
allegedly. He got indicted.
That's why he's able to play for Minnesota. Good
Yeah,
job.
this took a
Terry. He's back
turn.
now.
This took an awful turn.
But the point is
Back
that
to-
the
back
point
to-
that we're trying to make is that I like.
You
feel like
niggas are
Nick,
never coming back.
people. No, I'm definitely coming back because I like having these conversations. People like Nick Cannon are an oddity because they're successful black men who also promote black positivity. But when it comes down in the bedroom, they don't give a fuck who is in their bedroom.
Can I tell you who else was like this?
I wouldn't go that far.
Can I tell you? But can I tell you who else was like
No,
this?
once you do, give a
Can I
fuck,
tell
I
you?
mean race.
Can I tell
We
you?
listening?
Can I
I'm
tell you?
listening.
Thank you. At least
I'm like,
one.
okay.
Can I tell you? It's just fun to mess with you, but also shh. So, Frederick Douglass was like this.
Yeah.
Frederick Douglass was literally in the forefront.
Ingrained deep in our past.
Yeah, and it's just like this idea of forbidden fruit. What are you looking at me like that for?
No, but like,
because I thought you were
you're
looking at me
right.
like you did. Yeah,
But-
this idea of like wanting what you can't have, but then still fighting for the rights. Out here talking about Black women are the most disrespected. We're the first to get
Facts.
divorced. We're the
Facts.
first. We're the last people to get married.
Facts.
People don't like us. You know, you got people like Lil Boozy and Trick Daddy and all types of people who are out here talking about Black women are about to be extinct, we're about to be done for. You have white girls like Yes Jules who are out here like, I can do what I want, and I can, they let me say the N-word. I'm not racist. Like, oh my gosh, she said the other thing the other day. It was
And
so funny.
all
Listen.
them motherfuckers is from
She
the
got
South.
on Twitter, and she was just like, I'm gonna do a pop-up. I want to do a pop-up party in NYC, and like, guys, we're all the places. And somebody tweeted her back like, if you pop one up, I'm gonna pop up on you and shut your whole party down.
Goddamn right.
And she's like, that's like, nice try, boo. I'm gonna have all my ancestors with me. And it's like, you don't get to say no shit like that, girl.
No.
You're not a part of this like space. And so that for me is like, and what drives me batty is that Black men have come to her aid. Black men have come to her like, y'all are being so mean to her, and why can't she say what? And it's just like, that's trash. Because if I were to square up with Yes Jules, right? You're being so mean to her. We didn't give to hit her like that.
But you're a Black woman.
Who's Yes Jules again?
Never mind, baby.
No,
She's an Instagram star.
Just real quick. But, like, all right. There's a lot of systematic shit behind what you just said. And I feel like, as a Black man that dates, that has dated outside of his race multiple times, I've never dated a white woman.
Never dated a white woman.
Never dated a white woman. But I have fucked a white woman. Fucked a number of white women. 5. I was just counting.
Whoa. Okay.
I counted.
Wait, what's the
It was
point?
5.
Well,
I just
while
know.
we're
You know
here,
what? That
out of the 5,
quite
how many of
honestly,
their
I'm
legs
sorry.
were washed?
No, quite honestly.
That's a good question.
First and foremost, somebody that lives in Inglewood, that is a very small fucking number. Really?
You know what? I am tired of y'all. And you can walk home because there's an entire
I
space.
Maplewood. I meant Maplewood, not Inglewood.
Man, you said
Sorry.
Angle. I'm about to
Dude,
be up here and we're about to
not
tussle.
Maple.
I just to be honest with you, like,
Sorry.
It's okay.
I felt like I
She was about to get gully for
I
Inglewood.
defend my brother.
Fourth Ward.
The reason I have such
Whatever,
a passionate
Malibu's
view about
most
this
wanted.
is because my brother grew up in this. Okay, I liked what you were doing there, but my brother grew up in the suburbs. My brother has dated, I think, more non-Black women than he has Black women. The reason I even say this is because people get mad. It's like, why do people date outside their race and this and that third? From watching my brother, he's surrounded by white women his whole life. My mom worked very hard to move out of Newark to put him in a suburb where he was in a class where there were no Black women.
I don't get that. I think what happens a lot of times.
So, like, how do you tell a young Black man that's not surrounded, like, and a lot of people, this is why I kind of, I see why Nick Cannon dates white women, because you get to a certain point, you look around, there's not a lot of Black women around you.
He's also from the South.
He is from the South.
He's
But
also
you gotta
from
think,
the
you gotta
South.
think, if you're working in MTV studios, how many Black women you know working in MTV studios? How many?
Not many, but he's from the
But
South.
I understand that. He's from there. But where he's at every day.
He's from the South.
I understand. But, all right, I'm from Newark. I'm not around people from Newark every day. I'm
But
around.
we're different breeds.
I understand. I go back to my home. He ain't.
But this is what I'm saying to you is that, like, you have, and not just you, not you, Gordon, but you, Nick Cannon, have all this wherewithal about things. And I'm not saying, like, the way, to answer your question, the way in which that you would tell a person about, who they are without considering the fact that they don't have everybody at school is to keep them in other things. So if you're just going to school, right? If you're just going to school and all your extracurriculars are at school, that means we need to find something outside that you can still be connected to with your roots. You still need to be taught about, right, you still need to be taught, or the Boys and Girls Club. You still need to be, is that still around?
Yeah, it's still around.
You still need to be introduced to and given all of the factors that which you can see. Because Black women are and that's the other thing that drives me nuts too. Because it's a broader conversation because it stems into what fascinates Black men about other races. Not to say that you can't just fall in love with people, not to say that, you don't have things in common, but I've heard so many Black men say, Black girls aren't into anime. Black girls aren't into science. Black girls don't like superheroes. Black girls don't like cosplay. And the list goes on and on and on and on. And it's like, you think because I'm walking around and fucking...
You talking to the wrong... What, bro?
Man, if
we sit around and we watch anime together. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Man.
That's what I'm saying.
I was watching anime all day.
That's what I'm saying. If we, you assume that
dumb.
Because I have look at the Jet Beauty of the Week from last week, who for my eyes will be Jet Beauty of the Week forever. My girl Megan Thee Stallion. She is as hood as they come, and she is gorgeous and sexy. She balances late, and she's out here literally a walking Black Sailor Moon. Her, Lizzo. Solange is literally from Solange and Janelle Monáe and Erykah Badu are literally from other planets, and we love it. And it's like you're so busy, worried about being embarrassed or being trashed or having us come to you that you didn't even ask us what we like, and you just assume that we couldn't even have anything in common with you, and somehow you step over us, and you get.
White woman trophy.
Yes, Jules, for that white woman trophy and that white woman convenience, and she don't even like you like that.
But
and it's not to say that. It's not to say, so that I'm clear. It's not to say that you can't find people of other races to fall in love with. Fall in love. Love isn't about what the other person has or doesn't have. Love is about friendship. It's about trust.
It's so weird because I feel so weird because I have so many cousins that date white women.
Yeah.
And this conversation is something that we would have. Black men, egos are bruised very easily.
Can I just pause you for 1 second? This is a sauna in here. I am.
I told you I wasn't the only one.
I am ready to take.
Sweating.
I'm ready to take my shirt off. I'm burning up.
No, we can't turn
I was like burning up.
Dude, we can't.
There's
no,
no
this is gonna be
AC in
outside
I
sound.
don't think we can put the.
Help me, God.
I don't think we can put that up.
Oh.
I don't think that's a safe thing as far as recording.
We can
now we're
figure
gonna
that
have
out,
rain
'cause
noise.
I'm dying.
We're gonna have rain noise.
It'll be okay.
Okay.
I'm burning up.
If you want to. All right.
Can't we have to ask
him if he hears it. He definitely hears that.
I don't hear it in the headphones.
Okay.
And I can hear.
All right.
I could hear pants rubbing over across from me.
Yeah, I did. Okay, I'd heard it too. But I just want to say this. Black men that I know and I've spoke with, their egos are very hurt. Black nerds have been very hurt by it. So there's a big conversation on Twitter about black nerds feeling rejected by black women. We feel like we can't be ourselves. We have to be... We're taught that Shaft is the ultimate black man.
Okay.
We're taught that these NFL players and these basketball players are the ultimate black man.
Okay.
Even fucking OJ. Ultimate black man.
Whoa,
It was. But like, I'm not saying right now.
Until 95.
I'm just saying in the past.
Okay.
So when you have
the problematic regulator, not OJ.
Yeah, exactly. But when you see these type of individuals being glorified, and not all of them are with black women, they're being strong, and like when you're a nerd and you're just like, hey man, I like anime, this and that third, no black woman's gonna fuck with me like that. And then you watch TV, you don't see black women or representation of black women liking the type of shit that you like. You grow a callous, so to speak. There's so many black men that go, wow, black women don't fuck with me. Man, I married my wife because I like this and that. I'm like, yeah, there's black women out there that's like that. Nah, man, I'm really
Yeah,
into cosplay.
2019.
I'm really into cosplay, man. No black women
Before
like that. And I look up-
2017.
Well,
Before that.
I would say
You know how many black-
2010s. There's a
black
lot of
women are nerds, bro.
yeah. It's a lot of
You looking at two
You
of them
sitting
right
next
now.
to two right here.
Just the geekiest
I'm-
women on the fucking planet.
why I
But
love
everybody,
my girlfriend.
but
That's
everybody
for damn
goes, nah, they not like that. I'm like, bruh, you don't know what you're saying.
Because that's the other thing. Like, there's so much. First of all, to that, Clifford, do you have something you want to say?
No.
To that, I want to say that, you know, a lot of times black nerds will just isolate themselves.
Yep.
They'll just completely.
And how is that our fault?
How
Not your fault.
is
I'm not
that?
saying-
No.
I'm not
We're
saying
not
it's your fault.
asking
No.
you. We're not asking you. I'm saying in response to
Things
what
that
you were
have been
saying.
said
Things
But,
that have
I
been
mean-
said
Other
about black
people.
But actually, I do get the fact. I do get that fact because you're in high school. Not many black women were into anime.
That's fine, but what I'm
Let me
But what
tell
I'm
you. Let
saying
me tell
to
you.
you-
I wasn't.
I would say back in high
personally,
school, like I would say
wasn't
years
into
ago.
anime, and like my brother would watch it, but I was never into it. My husband came around. He loves anime. I would sit down and watch it with him, and I actually was interested. And I mean, like, you can share your common interest with somebody that you have nothing in common with.
and it doesn't have to be.
when you
this-
get to a certain age, you really just don't care.
Of course, but that's what we're trying to say is that, like, if you would just step outside and not you two, but if black men who like a certain thing would just step outside of this idea, step outside for yourself,
Do you
right?
understand how scary that is, though?
but. Yes, I absolutely
But
do.
you know what?
You know how many
as
times black women have to step outside of themselves?
Outside of themselves.
It is constant. No, you wait.
Okay.
It is a constant thing that black women have to step outside of themselves for a multitude of reasons. I got to step outside of myself at work because I can't be seen a certain way.
I'm with you on that one.
I have to act a certain way, and I have to step outside of myself sometimes
sister.
at church.
Amen,
if I
sister.
go to church or whatever, and you're supposed to be a very astute kind of woman. I have to, certain friend groups, when bill collectors call, I have to step outside of myself.
You say the
Bill
same
collectors
thing.
call.
You don't do that?
No, first and foremost, she has great credit, so I have her.
Why you bringing
I-
out credit, bro? Like, bro.
I have okay credit. But the point is...
Kept that going, bro. Jeez,
But the point that I'm saying is that black women, especially at a young age, you are taught to adapt. You have got to adapt because black women know that the world is not going to change for us.
Gotcha.
And for some reason or another, black men, Nick Cannon at the forefront of this line, behind of it, that rapper I used to know, maybe B.O.B., maybe Lupe Fiasco.
Bob?
Sure.
Bobby Ray.
Maybe all of those people have this idea that the world owes them something. And I just,
A lot of us do feel like, and we should. We feel like
but the problem with that
So
is
you
that,
get what's owed to you. What do we get?
right, you want to walk around like, oh, the world is owed to us, but then you take it out on us, like we're the ones that put you in this world, and we've been the ones who've been trying to help you, and then you want to leave us to the sidelines talking about we don't have this, and white women about to come up and they the prize and their success. It's like we can't catch a break,
first and
and
foremost,
we are
before I
also
say-
the first ones that'll step outside of ourselves to get
Before
something.
I say something, this is a general point of view. This is not my point of view in any other way.
spicy, okay.
It is going to be
He
spicy.
has to preface.
He does.
As
I
a
have to.
disclaimer.
Because he knows that I'm going to be like, what?
Because
Stop bullying my friend.
one, I date a beautiful black woman.
Yeah,
I've been dating black women pretty much all my life. Had relationships with black women. Other races, I just screwed.
I dibbled,
But
dibble and dabbled.
dibbled and dabbled with other races. I'm not a racist, but in this society, most black women are deemed to be very demanding, or try to ask for something that many black people don't, that many black men won't have.
Okay, I just want to be very clear that black.
This is not
I know that is
mine.
not your thought. I know that is something that a lot of black men feel.
Why'd you bring that?
But I want you to know that black women are any more or less demanding than any other kind of woman. I'm going to tell you this much. And after I say this, we're going to take a break. Spanish woman will cut you and leave you for bleeding right down your face.
So will West Indian woman.
We didn't get there. Spanish woman will cut you. Okay?
I have the scars.
I'm back. Okay. Black women. No, I have not. Why are you going to say that on my show like that?
She did.
I have never pulled a knife on you.
That's why I always have your back.
I have never pulled you don't give me reasons to do no mess like that.
Till this day, I got you indicted.
Right?
Indicted?
What is going on
Have
here?
you fucking lost your mind? You niggas are never coming back. You niggas are never coming. This is a one. We about to trash this episode and record a new one tomorrow. What the fuck are you talking about? Indicted, nigga? What?
She put a knife on you.
No, now
See,
this.
they plotting already. Against black women.
Trash.
No, not against black women.
Is.
I didn't say against black women. I said against the black woman.
Okay.
I'll blink twice.
You did blink twice?
We can't do this.
But no.
If she was white, I'd be like, all right, let's do it. She ain't white, you can't do this.
This is trash, man.
Hold on. All jokes aside, I love my woman. She's a ride or die for me, and she does.
Can't wait to go on a honeymoon, man.
We're going to delete that part
You're
later.
not going to the honeymoon.
We're not having this conversation right now.
We're not having this conversation.
You're not, because I'm just trying to say what I had to say. Black women will embarrass you. And that means a lot of different things. We can embarrass you by pulling your pants down. We can embarrass you by, showing up with receipts. There are a million different ways we can embarrass you that will scar you for life. My favorite embarrassing moment while we're here is a few years ago when that rapper I used to know decided he wanted to get on Twitter and talk about Amber Rose. And it was all this craziness, and Amber Rose and Kim Kardashian were arguing back and forth. And it had been all day, and old boy was just tweeting, running his mouth. And it got to be 5 p.m., I remember, because I was at work. And Amber Rose hopped on and said, "Oh, you missed when I played with your butt?"
I remember that.
And I remember the internet exploded. And I remember being like, black women will embarrass you. You can't go no place else by somebody like, yeah, well, you got 2 fingers up your butt. Right. Which, another conversation for another day. If you like it in your butt as a straight man, it doesn't make you any type of way. But that's another conversation. White women will kill you and make it look like an accident.
They do.
Mm-hmm. And if you black, the cops will believe it was an accident.
Oh.
So be careful out there, black folks dating white women. All right?
There's multiple rappers.
But the reason why I'm saying that is because we get caught with this demanding demeanor. We get caught with you don't want to deal with attitudes, and you want someone that's submissive, and you want someone that's sweet and light.
I know we about to go.
But at the same time, it's like you want that, but then if you do something that they like, they will most certainly have you arrested. Not all, obviously not all of them.
Not according to David Ortiz.
Real quick.
Who's that?
Real quick.
You don't know Big Papi?
Oh, Big Papi? Oh, God.
Not according to Big Papi.
Can we just address
You
that?
wait.
But can we
He was
wait
doing
till
that for years.
You wait till she's healed.
just real quick, just ask you two.
Healed.
Uh-huh.
You see how much scrutiny that we put black men under for dating white women?
Okay.
Why isn't there any scrutiny of when black women date white men?
You want to take
There
this or
is.
you want me?
There is. Go ahead.
No, you haven't talked a little bit. Go ahead, talk to
Like,
us.
are we taking a break or we gonna do this?
Wait, were we supposed to take a break?
We could take a break because I just need air, and then we can come back and finish this conversation, then we'll go to our next thing. This episode of Nobody Asked Me But is brought to you by So Music Entertainment. If you're looking for a professional recording studio to record your music projects, podcasts, voiceovers, or whatever your audio needs are, for a reasonable price, look no further. Visit somusicent.com. That's SOHMUSICENT.com for more details. You can also follow them at So Music ENT, which is SOHMUSICENT on Twitter and Instagram for a free consultation. And a special shout out to Mr. Ash, the engineer who mixed and edited our podcast today. And you can follow him at Mr. Ash X, which is MRASHX. They have some of the best engineers here at Soul Recording Studios, so don't wait any longer to make your dream project a reality. Visit soulmusicent.com or call 929-900-6044 now. And let's get back to our show. Very good.
Nigga.
The reason why,
Are we recording again?
yeah, we're back on. So
Never stop recording.
yeah, the camera just keep on rolling.
You gotta. You always gotta pour like this so people can hear you pour. Oh damn! I did not mean to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he's drunk.
Just as a reminder to everybody at home that's listening, the drink of the day is Malibu Original.
Do it with ice, everybody.
We prefer it with ice, but you can also put a splash. We're continuing our conversation about what started off being about Nick Cannon, which turned into being an independent thinker, which turned into interracial dating. To answer your question as to why, first of all, black women get scrutiny for fucking everything.
Less scrutiny.
We get scrutiny for
Less
fucking
scrutiny.
everything. But the reason why we get less scrutiny about dating white men is because...
Me.
Go ahead, girl.
They ain't picking us. We get picked last for dodgeball. We get picked last for basketball.
We get picked last for softball. We get picked last for soccer. We get picked last for lacrosse. We get picked last for everything
So
except for track.
So what y'all saying
Except
is
for-
y'all Mrs. Irrelevant out this motherfucker?
No, it's what it is. What?
Y'all
So
y'all
no,
Mrs. Irrelevant.
the problem is not problem. I'm sorry. The thing is that black women have an entirely different view when it comes to dating. A lot of men, I would like to think, date when they're initially dating. Let me explain. A lot of men initially when they're dating isn't necessarily about getting married or having a relationship or whatever. A lot of men. Not everyone. You guys look like a old hip hop poster posing and giving me these abstract hand movements.
And
Everyone's
faces.
frozen.
And faces.
Yeah, the screw face. Whereas women as a whole date with a purpose. A lot of us do. I think over the last couple of years,
Can you explain that?
women have been more comfortable of the idea. Maybe the last decade or so, women have been more comfortable with the idea of just dating to date, like out here just doing what we want. But I think a lot of us are dating for a eventual purpose. Like eventually I'm dating this person so I can see if they are good enough for me to be in a relationship with and build with. Now, what does that have to do with white men? Because we go into that mindset of, okay, let's get to know this person. Let's see how cool they are. Do they match with me? Whatever. You know, we can do that with anyone because we're always taught to adapt immediately, right? It's not to say that white men, I don't necessarily want to date a white man. I'm just saying that for
The
us,
second you call me a nigga,
it's a wrap.
done.
Right.
We done.
So I just think that
You're done.
when black women date men in general, regardless of the color, our whole mindset is different rather than men. I feel like a lot of times with men, just the same way Nick Cannon said, they're out here looking for a prize. White woman is my prize. I deserve it. It's my birthright. Tra la la la. And it's like, you're not even considering about what kind of person she is. You don't know about the fact that she, culturally appropriate stuff. You don't care about that. All you care about is the prize. Whereas black women are pretty much like, I just want someone that's nice to me and treats me right. And it isn't going to be mad at me every time my hair is curly. It's going to be mad at me, when
I think white men tend to idealize black women the way black men idealize white men. They also see us as a form of prize.
Yes.
They do.
They do.
I like that.
But it's a
They do.
different prize than the way you guys feel.
But however,
prize at the end of it.
But it's a
but
different.
so you're saying that black women are dating. So black women are dating white. Here's my thing. So you're saying
Take your time, brother. Take your time.
I'm gonna take my time.
brother.
I'm on this Malibu. Let me get my point across.
I see that.
I'm trying to get my thoughts together.
Okay, brother.
So what you're not saying is that black women aren't sick of black guys, so they go to white men?
No, I feel like that. Why would it be us that's sick of you?
Because it's
Because
I'm telling you the barbershop talk, and that's what I refer to it as barbershop.
How
talk.
many women are at your barbershop?
Yeah, well, at the one I go to. Wait, time out. I grew up in Herb Campbell's barbershop, Trenton, New Jersey, on Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Shout them out.
No, it's not there anymore. But
No.
the barbershop I went to, my Aunt Bernadette cut in.
Okay.
And there was a plethora of women cutting hair in there. I prefer to get my hair cut by a woman. I don't like going to all dude barbershops. It freaks me the fuck out.
Why?
Forget that. I got a Ecuadorian that.
I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
why?
Why?
That's cutting my hair.
Number one, I realize the biggest difference is like I grew up in a barbershop. So I'm used to having family talk around me. I'm used to having a woman's point of view in a barbershop. Mm-hmm. When I go to a barbershop that doesn't have that dynamic, it freaks me out because, yeah, niggas ain't shit.
I can take that.
Niggas, I'm gonna be real with you.
That would
Niggas
be
ain't
the
shit.
exact catalyst for black women dating a white man. And most black women.
I wish it was that
most
simple.
most black women perceive white men to be nerdy, less likely to cheat on you, and treat you like royalty.
So that's
Allegedly.
that's not true. You were talking to two black women, and Natasha will tell you how she feels. But for me, if you cute, you cute.
Y'all went to school with white dudes.
Did we?
Oh,
Did we?
okay, all right. Let's
wanna go
run
get our-
let's
you wanna go
run
get our
this
yearbook?
marathon right
See?
now.
Listen, now Gordon and I have been having arguments about this for weeks. So if y'all don't know, Gordon and Clifford's my boyfriend, as we mentioned before. They live together. So Gordon and I are constantly having debates. And just 2 weeks ago, before I got my new car, ironically, he was telling me about how I'm pretty much raised around white people, and we're from a white town and all sorts of stuff. Now, is Englewood, New Jersey a white town as a
Has it been
whole? Sure. But if we're talking about the friends that I've had 25 years of my life, and
hold on, Englewood is just now becoming more of a white town again because it used to be, and all the white people left when the black people started coming in, so then it became a black town.
Right.
Where all the black kids went to one school and all the white kids went up the hill. Mm-hmm. It happened.
Yeah.
All right.
And so we do not have the experience, which is what I was trying to tell you before, because of the white flight that is experienced in Englewood. The entire idea is that Englewood itself, the city, is only 10 to
Now they're trying to
15%
come
black,
back.
and now they're trying to come back.
That's why you see what's happening now.
But what we're saying to you is that we didn't have that experience of we just hang out. We have mad white boys. We don't have that. I had a white girl in my middle school. I remember her name was Helen Stott. She was one of my best friends from,
Can't be giving up people's governments like that.
I can almost guarantee you she's not listening to this.
I understand that.
Hi,
You
Helen.
never know.
Shout out to Helen.
Exactly.
Helen Stott was this.
Poor Helen.
You're going to have to bleep out
all
that
right.
second name.
Let's
sorry.
tell the story.
Thank you, Helen
We will
Stott.
decide later if it needs to be
Right, because I'm positive she'll be okay. But
All right.
she was the one white girl in our groups for a really long time. And by the time we got to middle school,
The name like Helen, of course.
there's plenty of black. I think there's a black lady in church. Her name is Helen. Don't start with me.
Hold on, which black woman at our church?
I'll tell you later.
By the way,
Sorry. So she was literally for a really long time the only.
You got to take a drink. I'm sorry.
You do. Your
Take a
phone
drink.
vibrated.
Yeah. We see the lights.
There's a time
Drink.
when you need someone. I will be by your
I just
side.
want everybody to know I'm not the drunkest.
Oh,
There is a light that shines
harmonize.
special for you and me.
Fuck was that?
Usually I'm better. Usually I'm better.
good
Trash.
Lord.
It was trash.
It's the alcohol.
She was.
We weren't hired to sing, all right?
Can we?
Well, this one is.
The point is, Natasha's too. The point is that
I didn't know
we
that.
we always used to sing together in our black ass school at the black
We're
ass.
getting off of topic.
Yes, we are getting off the topic.
Yes.
Let's
I played
come
the flute
back.
for many years if you wanted to know that too. So talk about a black nerd right on.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Lizzo.
My
Shouts
gay-
to Lizzo.
Did you go
Shouts
to
out
band
to
camp
Lizzo
too?
BT.
Yeah, we did have to go to
gay
band
cousin
camp.
plays the flute.
So-
Hold on. So
To marching
speaking
band
of
camp.
speaking of band camp,
Are we just
American Pie.
we
there's
just
a-
talking right now?
Well, we're going off tangent for
No,
We are.
let's
We
go.
for a
really
few
are.
seconds.
Sidebar. Go ahead.
Sidebar.
Tell us.
Is it true what they say about band camp?
Yes.
Our band camp was outside we didn't have like a sleepaway camp. So it was like you went to
Nigga.
your boot camp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm moving on. So
I dated a bunch of women that went to band camp.
this girl that we grew up with.
They get nasty, bro. Man, the band in my goddamn
Gordon,
high
All right,
school-
that wasn't us,
No,
though,
it wasn't
okay?
us. I'm not saying it was y'all, but I'm just telling you, Columbia
No,
High
no
School
comment.
band, boy, man, they was drinking Listerine, getting hammered drunk, doing whatever. Man,
I can't imagine
See?
that.
first girl I
Niggas
ever.
is picking these white chicks because they would do
She
shit like that.
was not
Drinking
white. She was Nigerian.
She was in band camp. How dare you?
Yeah, she was Nigerian. Came back.
Just because she's
I'm not
in
gonna say
band
her
camp
name.
does
I'll tell you
not
right
mean
now.
that she's white.
High school.
How dare you?
Woo-wee. I might have been a wind instrument when she came
Call
back.
the white NAACP.
Man.
I might have been a wind instrument.
Tell you what.
Oh my God. That singed my eyebrows right off.
now.
Hey, man.
Ooh-wee.
It goes down at band camp. I don't know what y'all do.
Apparently.
Apparently.
These classical instruments.
You know the trombone.
That was a trombone by all
Yeah, that's good. It's good.
Was that a trombone or no?
No,
The
it was a
point-
trombone.
Just because
I know my instruments.
She did the hand motion.
Yeah, she
Yep.
did.
If she would have did this, then it would have been a tuba.
Yeah. Y'all hear
No, that's up here. You gotta.
What are y'all doing? They can't see y'all. They just hear you speaking
You know what?
sounds. You are
Anyway,
y'all two are the
Use their imagination.
Y'all are
Anyway.
the
The
weirdest
visual is
couple in the
fantastic.
world. I can't wait to go to this
Any
honeymoon.
fucking way. This girl that we grew up with, she was literally the most, like, she didn't have a television. She was only about books. She didn't like pop culture. She didn't like anything. We would invite her to parties. She would sit under the table and read. She just was not interested in anything that we were doing. And literally, all of our friends were black. Every last one of them. And I remember in middle school, she came to the middle school. Now, in this town, there were 2 separate elementary schools on either side of the town. And that middle school,
Cleveland.
Lincoln. And so they came back
I
together.
thought you were talking about Ohio.
What the fuck?
Nebraska.
How did we get to
I
Ohio
went to
and
Cleveland
Nebraska?
Elementary.
And I
She
went to Lincoln Elementary. And it's
Lincoln,
two-
Nebraska, Cleveland, Ohio.
It's so look, it's depending on where you live in England, because England is actually very big. It's a matter of, like, if you lived on a certain side, you went to one school, and if you lived on the other side, you went to the other, elementary wise. By the time we got to middle school,
We were
they
all
put
together.
all of us together from everywhere. She was literally one of maybe, I would say, 5 white people total, and she couldn't keep it together. And I remember I remember one day she just didn't show up for like a week, and they were like, "Oh, she's switching out," and we were like, "What happened?" Yes, and I was like,
too
"What
white
happened?"
for y'all.
You know,
That's
and
what
she said
happened.
that she was going home. She was depressed. It was too overwhelming. She didn't like the people. All this other stuff.
All
And at
these
the time, I was so confused because I was like, "What are you talking about? These are the same people that you grew up with all
Too
this
much-
time."
Too much of that
and
black
it was
magic,
too much.
which is sorcery.
But this is. Bobbly boo bibbly bibbly bobbly. Put it together, and what do we got? Bibbity bobbly bibbity bobbly bibbity bobbly boo.
Good Lord. Wait,
Too much
can
of
I
that
ask y'all
black
a quick
magic.
question? 'Cause
Yeah.
I think we've been focusing on, like, for both sides, on one broad end. What do you think about black men that get scrutinized for not messing around with white women?
What?
That's a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
You mean rich black men?
Nah, I'm just talking about
What
black
you
men
mean?
that just
Being scrutinized by other black men?
No, black men being.
Oh, you mean like
scrutinized
the ones that
by-
are like we don't mess with that white devil. That kind of idea. Yeah. Okay. So that's the flip
all right,
side.
here's,
of that.
here's the thing.
I
I'm
see.
not gonna say anything. Well, I'm definitely gonna
You're
say
saying something now.
I'm definitely answering something now. So there's white women, like I do comedy.
Mm-hmm.
There is a fear throughout black men that we better leave these white girls alone. Don't go near them. We work with them. They're problematic.
Yes, they are.
There's always up for that.
But they are problematic.
So why don't these dudes get more praise for that? Because like,
Gordon, you're going to say that white women are problematic.
Dude, I'd never not said
No,
that.
he's not saying that. He's saying why are the black men that are staying away from white women not getting any praise?
It's so weird that this is happening.
This is the thing.
while
I
I'm
don't
having this
because
conversation
listen.
with you
This is
guys.
why. I'm sorry. Finish what you were saying.
So as
ahead,
a,
Clifford.
sorry, I'm sitting here talking with you guys. Oh, I'm sorry.
Because we're living in an era where it's quote unquote post Civil War, where everyone is supposed to come together, and then you have a black man who allegedly is preaching segregation because he won't date white women.
I'm so confused. But
No, I get his point.
I mean, I get it.
I
but-
get his point.
No,
but
I'm not
just
confused
like,
by Clifford. I'm confused by people who do that. Here's the thing. This is it right here.
Just like them white niggas
Black
banning abortion to keep
White
white people, keep that white blood strong.
wow, I like this energy that you're giving out because I don't see this a lot. 'Cause,
Listen.
I wish everybody saw your face when they said what you said.
Like I said, the passion behind it.
It's true though. What
It's
do you
very
think is
true.
going on in Georgia right
It's
now?
very true.
It's
14
protection
states.
of the
14
white
states.
race.
Right.
And 14 states. I mean, we started
In the
off with-
South.
But yes,
In
in
the
the
South.
South,
In the South.
predominantly.
Fuck you, Ohio.
So listen, this is the thing though. Black women, people in general, are not going to get praise for. People are not going to get praised for doing something that is considered to be the right thing. It's not to say.
I understand.
It's not to say that not dating white women is right or wrong. I firmly believe that there are plenty of women who happen to be
Love
white,
who you love.
who are not problematic, who are, pretty cool as for the most part, who are not out here trying to appropriate culture, who are not out here trying to, blame and shame black women left and right, who are not doing stupid shit, right? And if you fall in love with them and they're good people and they are contributing and not a part of the problem, that's great. We're not the reason you should be able to do that without, anyone saying anything to you. The problem lies for me, and Natasha, you'll tell me yes or no. The problem that I have is you telling me to my face, essentially, that the work, the struggle, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the having your babies, the dealing with your side chicks, the dealing with your crazy family, the dealing with your PTSD, dealing with your unresolved issues of that you need to go to therapy for, dealing with your badass credit, and all this other shit means nothing because the white girl is a prize. That is where I have a problem. When you try to tell me that any other woman is better than, or that I am less than because I'm black, or this girl is better than me because she's white because of these specific reasons, because I wasn't able to have it before. Candy is seen as a reward, right? If you did something good. If you haven't had candy your entire life, if your family was like, no sugar for you, sure, you'll rejoice. You'll rejoice when you get to have candy, but is that your only source?
Your stomach.
Is that your only source of Milligent? Jesus.
What's
Is
Milligent?
that your only?
No, I want to know what Milligent is. No, describe what Milligent
I wanted to go-
Motherfucker. Is that your source? Is that your main source of nourishment?
is. Okay, nourishment.
You know what? I'm
Excuse me.
sorry to go off.
Boy,
I'm sorry to
sorry
go
for
off
the-
tangent again.
2 seconds. Sorry for my bodily function AMSMR, guys.
But I'm
Always
sorry.
burping and
I'm
coughing.
sorry to go
That's the
off
whole reason why I
tangent.
keep pouring because the people like that.
I'm sorry to go off tangent again, but I always, in high school, because I went to a predominantly white high school in Boonton, New Jersey, I've always hated white women that wore FUBU or Nietzsche. And I've always hated that.
I mean,
Is it?
And in college.
Is it
And in
Aniche or
Aniche.
NYC? I thought it was
Aniche.
NYC, like the phonetic spelling.
no. Nietzsche.
He got on. I know I watched that thing on CNN, and he got on there and said it's a phonetic.
I
spelling.
hated that.
No, it's
like,
Nietzsche.
why are you wearing Echo and trying to date me?
Yikes.
What do you mean?
They try.
People like the culture, bruh.
Yes,
No,
they
but
like the culture, but they
most
don't
white
want the
women-
struggle that
but-
goes behind it.
But
It's a
most white
convenience
women,
issue.
but
Oh,
most
okay,
white
but,
women,
Sorry.
but most white women wore.
You can't say
Nietzsche.
most. A lot of white women wore these.
I'm going to say most. Most white women.
Most of the white women where you were at.
I wouldn't say most of the white women, but
He's not
the
backing
white,
down.
but correction, the white women that liked black guys and quote unquote like the culture always wore a Nietzsche. Sorry.
Look what. I mean,
And
I'm just using this as an
always
example.
hated it. It's like, come at me when you
Miley
wear
Cyrus and what she
Aeropostale.
did,
Wait.
she appropriated black culture and then went and dropped it when it was convenient for. I mean, she has recently apologized, but look, it was easy for her to pick it up and drop it when she needed
But I'm
to
just
drop
saying,
it.
why can't you wear an American Eagle and talk to me, or Abercrombie and
Would
Fitch?
you be interested if she did?
Hell yeah! Back in those
Why?
days,
Easy
you
killer.
kept it real. Keep it real with me.
Listen, because let me tell you what the
That
irony
was-
is.
that was back in
the
those
irony
days.
is,
I
since
was
we
young
talked
and
about
dumb.
Miley
I was
Cyrus,
young and dumb.
Billy Ray Cyrus came out here and did exactly what he did, which was be himself, and we're all here like, this is lit. Listen, if
You only saying this is lit.
if you fucking like fried chicken because the
fried
shit
chicken.
is good and
Love
it's
it.
fried right and it's cooked right and
Love
it's seasoned right, eat that shit. It's good. But you gonna eat fried chicken so that you can be part of some grander scheme
So
of culture?
Malibu Moves morning.
Get out of here.
These Malibu's
I don't
Moves
like that
morning.
movie. I know that's
A lot
that is an
of- a lot of-
unpopular opinion, but I do not like Malibu.
No,
I'm
it's
not
not.
gonna lie. That was an okay movie.
Hey,
It
look.
was pretty funny.
See?
I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. That movie is trash. The one with Steve Martin, who's like comedically one
Bringing
of my
Down the
heroes,
House.
and
Bringing Down the House.
is a trash movie also.
It is, but when you don't have anything to do, it's pretty good.
Whose phone was that?
That was mine. I got it.
Come on.
I'm drinking. Just real quick.
Down the hatchet, Gordon.
That's-
All right.
my point is, I like this conversation that we're having.
Mm-hmm.
It's about interracial dating. You know what? I just want to tell you.
It's not really about interracial dating.
It
It's
really
pretty
was about
much-
Nick Cannon.
It's the ideology.
But-
It was really
Well,
supposed to be
well,
about independent thinkers.
No, but this is all independent thinker shit, though.
Is it?
Yeah, technically.
All right. Let me give you a scenario.
Most independent thinkers I know say some
The
militant
word is
shit. Hold on. Say some militant shit and say
Slavery
some
was a
contradicting
choice.
shit
Get outta here.
afterwards.
Get out of
Well,
here.
independent. There's no such thing as an independent thinker. All our thoughts come from
The
something
problem,
else.
yes, my
Yes.
thing about independent thinkers is that it's not independent from what? Like, you need to have it.
There is a basis from your
Right.
your-
There's
your
you.
thought.
Everyone
call-
is
they call-
allowed an opinion. I'm
A
sorry,
lot of the
baby.
times we grow up getting our information and our thoughts from the people who raised us. So our thought is not necessarily independent. It's
Nope.
influenced.
It's
Our
influenced.
thought is
But the
influenced
only
by
reason-
how we grew up.
But the
Yeah,
only
we-
reason why it's called independent because it's unpopular. People don't want to use the term unpopular. They want to use independent because it sounds more positive.
Bars.
When you're being
Jesus, sweet God Almighty.
I'm sorry.
Oh man,
He had 2 air guns in that.
he
You guys
did.
didn't see it. You guys didn't see it. He's shooting 2 air guns. I didn't know.
So there's like two really there's a few really popping podcasts that I love that I won't mention that they do that all the time. And
I'm
I just-
sorry.
And so no, you're fine.
Mention them.
Okay. It was they're my favorites. I listen to them literally every week. The Friend Zone. Shout out to the Friend Zone.
I'm listening
Shout
to
out
the
to the Read. The Read does it
I'm listening
sometimes.
to the Read,
Shout out
too.
to Getting Grown.
Look at you.
I listen to If I Were a Rapper. I love them.
I were a rapper,
And I love Jaden XD. Jaden XD is hilarious.
Yeah.
But a lot of times
Wow,
they do
that was a
the
genuine
air
vibe.
horn.
That
Shout
was
out to all of them. When I've mentioned before, they have no clue who I am, but I'm a giant fan
Well,
of
hopefully
theirs.
somebody's shouting us out soon.
That's
they definitely will
cute.
be.
Yeah. But the point is that I forgot what I was about to say.
Wow.
I forgot that quick.
All right, I'm gonna retract it.
Okay.
Many people who are independent thinkers have
Oh
unpopular
yes, independent thinkers.
have unpopular opinions. So instead of saying unpopular, they're saying to put a positive spin on it. They're saying that they're independent thinkers. And that's when Gordon said bars.
But also, if they're independent thoughts, like why do you have to share them with us?
Does that
Keep
make-
them to yourself.
Does that also make Kylie a self-made billionaire? Like,
I don't know who that
Absolutely.
is.
Who?
I like
I
the
have
fact
no
that
idea.
you just said
Nigga,
that.
you's a
I-
Kardashian. What form?
She's
of
not.
Okay,
independent?
so there's a
She's not a Kardashian.
She's
She's a
Kardashian
Jenner.
adjacent.
she's
so
a
she's
Jenner.
right up there with them.
But we're also not going to talk about them on this show.
Why?
That's fine. But I'm saying
Never mind.
it's like that idea that, we're going to change the term.
Yeah, no, I just think that, first of all, when it comes back to independent thought, there's a line between an opinion and critical thinking. You can think because the idea of independent thought also means that it's influenced, but a lot of it is stuff that you just made up in your brain, and you're running with it for whatever reason. And I'm not here for that. And so we're going to wrap this up because it's getting mighty long.
Why is it getting mighty long? This is
I got other stuff I'm trying to do.
I'm an independent thinker because I don't like hot sauce on my chicken. That's unpopular. That is unpopular. That's an unpopular opinion.
Look, can you not talk right now? Because I still want to go on your honeymoon, bro.
You are not going to the honeymoon.
All right.
Stop saying that.
Wait. When's the wedding? Because we talking about honeymoons. When's the wedding?
When it happens, it happens.
All right, so we're going to move on to our next segment. Moving on to our next segment, which is our Black Nostalgia for the week. Thank you. Okay, so for the Black Nostalgia this week, we're going to talk about hair products. Mm-hmm. So Clifford and I were in the store the other day at Target, and we came up, he needed the pomade so that he can get his waves spinning.
Mm-hmm. Spinning waves.
And we came upon the Murray's hair grease. Mm-hmm. It's in a little orange tin can. So my grandmother was a beautician. Rest in peace to the beautiful Thelma Sally White Freeman.
Original TS right there. Shouts out to TS.
Look at you.
Shouts out to TS.
Yeah, we're missing our friend today.
We miss you, TS.
Had to work with light-skinned Jermaine.
Oh,
I don't.
boy.
Who is light-skinned Jermaine?
I don't.
Light-skinned Jermaine.
Okay.
Where you at, TS?
So, Gordon.
What?
We will leave you on the side of the highway, okay? So,
she's a weird person.
So, you're a weird...
Oh,
don't
Here we
start.
go.
Don't do this. Not on my show. Don't even, because we can fight right now.
We're not gonna fight. Why are we gonna fight?
So, we were talking about, like, hair products, whatever. So, she was a beautician, and she used to use the hot comb. And for those that don't know, most of you do, but the hot comb is a device.
It look like a comb.
It looks like a comb, but the teeth on the comb are, like, tight. Like, tighter.
Very thin, yes.
Yes, tighter than Lyrica's bustiers, and really tight.
Lyrica's Boosie.
Yeah. The mom.
I don't know who Lyrica is.
Lyrica, the mom from Love and Hip Hop in Hollywood.
I gotta watch. Why are you looking at me like that?
Her bustiers
Excuse
were mad
me
tight.
for not watching TV.
But anyway.
No. Why would you want to know that?
Anyway.
All right, back to the subject.
They used to put the hot comb, like, on the fire.
Yes.
And they gotta, like, blow it out.
Yes.
Still
And
do.
then they get right to the root. And
They still do.
And they comb it out. So, by all means, share your hair product stories with us.
I remember back in the days in my freshman year of Patterson Catholic before I moved to Boone, New Jersey. It was back in the 2000s.
2000.
99 and 2000. We had this small black can called Sporting Wave.
Oh, boy.
There was a pomade. There was a popular pomade that you would apply to your head right after taking a shower and before going to sleep and putting on your do-rag and brushing your hair for an enormous amount of times. We would put a certain amount. It was a dime size.
Let me ask you, were you subjected to wave checks at school or something?
Wave check!
No, first and foremost.
Get in line for your wave check.
First and foremost, people were getting seasick when I was in high school.
I brought spinners. Spinners. I brought spinners.
Like, I walk up to somebody, they're like,
Oh, my God. That's
because
nauseous.
the waves were spinning.
All right.
Tidal waves.
So you won the wave check then. You was the wave check.
Yeah, it was freaking Point Pleasant out this motherfucker. Wow.
Did you really just quote a beach in New Jersey that no one...
Pleasant. Not Sandy Hook.
Can you give me another beach besides Asbury Park or Seaside Heights?
You just said You just said Miami
The
Beach.
Presidential Beach is nice.
I'm from Jersey, bro.
I know, but... Okay.
All right, we're going to...
All right.
Shouts out to Jersey.
Okay.
Oh, well, here we go.
Shouts out to Jersey.
Well, yes.
I have an unpopular opinion about Jersey beaches, but
Please,
we will
no, you
save
don't.
that
No, you
for
don't.
another
No, you don't.
day.
But
It's not unpopular. I'm here with you. Go ahead.
It's
Say
all right
it.
that I
Say
hate
it
them.
on the
I
day.
hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them.
however, we had
Black people ain't supposed to swim in brown water. Brown water.
However,
God.
we had sport and wave. We used that. Our waves were spinning. And then when I had cornrows, I moved it up to the blue.
You want to tell them your cornrow story?
I am not telling them my cornrow story.
Fair enough.
I hate how y'all are just two into each other having this
We
conversation.
had the blue. We had. It was. I don't know the. It was ISO Plus.
Stop.
It was ISO Plus.
Ooh.
ISO Plus. It was hair grease.
I'm sorry,
because
no.
you
I'm
used
here with
your-
you with I know it.
You know what I'm talking about. It was the blue. It was the blue hair grease
Mm-hmm.
that you put in the middle of your in between the cornrows, so your scalp would be
Nice and moist.
Shiny.
nice and moist.
Wow.
Not even shiny, nice and moist.
I have to tell you, I thought there was going to be a different ending to that story. But
Yeah, I bet you wanted it to be a different end of that
No,
story.
because on the way out, he told me about somebody who had ball patches, because they.
Oh
did too
yeah.
much.
So when I was living in Patterson grade school, this is hilarious. So
Don't play my baby.
So we were all.
Don't
So we were all.
shade my
You understand?
man.
I
So
live
everybody.
with this.
Okay.
I
All right. So
fucking live with this.
So everybody on the block was using Sport and Wave, a dime size of Sport and
Yeah.
Wave. So somehow, somewhere, my friend, special individual, not in a nice way,
Okay.
and I'm not going to say
What?
his name.
Oh my god.
He decided to put more than a dime's worth. And out of nowhere, he started, like, a few weeks later, he started having bald spots in his hair.
No.
So the pomade ate the hair out of his scalp. And he had to wear that for a while. Either that or I think he shaved himself bald.
Like the perm that you left too long, the result is it just don't take, or you patch silky. Ow.
Is that was he allergic? Was it too much chemicals in his hair? Like
No, you're not supposed. Technically, you're not supposed to put a lot of pomade on your hair.
Wow. That's like
I don't know the ingredients that's in.
I know. We
Sport
all
Away.
remember when I put Nair in my hair by accident. That was
I remember
Why
the
did you do
story.
that?
because as a 9-year-old, in my brain, if things rhymed, that meant they went together. So
Nair
Nair
goes right.
rhymed with hair.
Hold on, did you tell everybody? I hope y'all didn't tell.
Nope.
You didn't tell
Stop
everybody
talking.
about the free delivery story.
We can talk about that. So I.
Thank God I said
Is this
stop
is this
talking.
our the more you know segment?
Yeah, actually, we're gonna do it. We're gonna save it for the more you know. That's perfect. Because I didn't have.
You've been ruining shit all week this week, bro.
I've been
So-
ruining shit. How?
No, I just
hold
fixed
on,
shit.
hold on.
That's what I did.
How, Sway? How?
He's talking about Euphoria. So anyway, so what happened was
Euphoria?
that I was in the bathroom.
Hold on, you still mad about Euphoria?
I was in the bathroom.
I haven't seen it.
And I
What
was.
happened?
It's okay.
Dude,
I'll explain
if
to you
you
later.
look in the internet
Hey,
right now.
I'm trying to tell a story. So I was in the bathroom, and there was this like bottle, and the bottle says Nair, and I am 9. I'm a 9-year-old person, and my hair was. I think we're actually back to where the length it would have been,
Back
at that
then.
time, right? Maybe it's a little longer than this. I've always felt like it was like right at my bra strap. But anyway, I had this long, big, beautiful curly hair, and I saw Nair, and in my brain, Nair rhymes with hair. This must be for me. Now, I also found out at a very small age, black women don't use a dime size of fucking nothing. So I literally like squeezed it like I was squeezing conditioner and like went through my hair. Midway.
Did it suds up on you or anything?
Well, nothing. Well, so I caught it in time because I looked at the bottle and it said hair removal. And I was freaked out. So I wash my hair, nothing comes out. Great. Next day, my grandmother, the beautician,
All falls out.
didn't know that. I had done that the night before and gives me my first perm.
So it all
My
came
first
out.
relaxer. It
But
didn't
you're not
come out.
supposed-
It didn't come out. It just lost all of its body and it was real stringy and it was just weird. And mommy was so confused and I let
But
that.
you're not supposed to wash your hair before you perm it, like immediately before you perm it.
This is the next day. So this is like, it had been like 12 and a half hours.
No, but I'm saying you wash your hair shouldn't be super clean when you go perm it.
That's fine. But
on top of which you use Nair.
right, I was panicking. And again, I was under the age of 13. So I didn't know. So, of course, that took lots of, like, cuts. It took lots of, like, you know, my hair went through a lot of different things. And then I didn't tell them until I was, like, 16. So then they were like, that's why your hair did that. Fine.
The truth comes out.
Gordon, any hair stories from you before we go to our lesson of the day?
Nah, just, like, started growing out recently. No, this is...
You want first locks? Is that what I'm looking
I'm not
at?
going for locks. No, it's just twists so white people won't try to touch it. That's my whole goal.
I will
Since
tell
when
you
does a
that
twist
does not work.
mean they won't touch it?
Wait, what'd you just say?
What makes you think that's going to stop them?
What stops them from doing anything?
What?
Seriously?
The white man. They are the oppressor.
What? No.
I'll never get on
No.
Spotify.
No.
The oppressor.
I'll never get on Spotify.
No, you'll be
No
on
one will ever
Spotify.
lose.
No, you'll be on Spotify. Look, no, I did this because, like, before, I love having my hair out in the fro. And I just had a weird run-in one time in Connecticut. Someone tried to touch my hair. And I felt violated for the first time. Just like, not for the
Living
first
a black
time.
girl's life right here.
Does that happen a lot?
Yes.
A lot often, bro.
So often. It happened at my job. That was 2 months ago. And
Wait, what?
Yeah. She was like, I like your hair. And I literally leaned back like, no. They just, listen, on another day, we're going to talk about boundaries.
I saw earrings
but
at the fair here in Englewood that said, don't touch my hair.
Don't.
Literally
There's a
printed on the
song
earrings.
about it that was only made a short 3 years ago by our beloved Solange Knowles.
Who that?
Don't touch my
Who's that?
hair. Gordon Bakerbone. I'm not interested in your trolling on today. You know who Solange is.
Who that?
We're not going through this. This is a sub house of Beyonce. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Be like that.
So good.
Beyonce who?
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna, to all the Dax oil, the Dax grease, the
Why you
Murray's
talking about grease right now?
pomade.
Look, the point is, don't touch nobody's hair, bro.
No, that wasn't.
Sport
That's not
Wave.
how we're doing that. That's not how. That doesn't
ISO
go there.
Plus.
But ISO Plus, Sport and Wave, Afro
Dark.
Sheen.
Dark and lovely.
Shout out to all Dark and Lovely. Yes, wow.
That took me back just now.
Just for me.
Man, I would see that thing and I'd be like, I want that.
What is wrong with
Let me
you?
tell you,
Because the commercial was lit.
the commercial was lit, and I remember getting my first kitty perm, and it did nothing for. I had to go back and get the full adult perm.
Trash.
Because that shit did not
I just
work.
wanted to look like the girl on the front. She had a bang and then the bobo and then the
all right, sorry, backtrack. Thinking about this right now, I remember being like a kid. I grew up in Hackensack for the first few years of my life. I went to school up until 3rd grade in Hackensack, and like I saw a lot of white kids with straight hair, and that's all I wanted to be white. That's why I wanted to perm my hair because I wanted straight hair to look like the white people I saw.
I gotta
in school,
fit in.
and the white people I
See
saw on
what the
TV.
white man did to you.
Oh, get out of here. Go ahead.
See what the white
Go
man
ahead.
did to you.
Keep going,
The
Natasha.
oppressor.
I grew out of it. I moved to Englewood with these niggas, and now I want to look like a nigga.
Why do
all
they
right?
gotta be niggas?
I am a
Why do they
nigga.
gotta be niggas? Why can't they be black men and black
We
women?
is black
Why
men
can't
and
What
why
is-
they
you gonna share
why
with the
can't
rest of
they
us?
be niggas?
niggas. That's what I said. Niggas.
Queen.
All
I didn't say
right.
niggers. I- or
Wonderful. So
Negroes.
we're going
I said
to.
niggas.
No, that's great. So.
Niggas.
Sorry. Oh, thank you.
Ethiopian
full.
word. Niggas.
All right, and now we're gonna go to. We're gonna take. Do we have another time for?
Nope.
Okay, we're gonna go right into our lesson of the week. Okay, so I was hungry one day, a couple weeks ago, starving, and I was looking at the my app on my Uber Eats app, and I couldn't remember what I was doing. And I was sitting with my sister, and I said to her, you know, back in high school, I felt like free delivery means free food. Because if I order the food...
What?
Because
I told you to
if
say that
I
out loud.
ordered
I told
the
you
food-
not to
this
say
is
that
back
out
when I was in
loud.
high school. This is the
You were in
last.
high
Too
school?
old, Elsie. That's
That's
too
way
old.
too
That is
old.
I told you.
Obviously, I wasn't
shouldn't
allowed to
say
order
that.
food that often.
I told you right after you confessed that.
But I
say that
said,
out
Oh my God! Stop telling people this.
She was
so
hanging out with the white folks, wasn't you?
no,
Hell yeah, she was.
no.
You were.
We didn't have any white folks with them. I'm telling you. Y'all are playing us,
Uh-huh.
but we really didn't have that many.
No, they
But just
literally
in
had
my,
to,
but
they
just
literally
in,
had to bring the white folks to us.
to us, yes.
Literally.
But in my brain, I literally was just like, it just don't make sense, right? Like, if it's free delivery, I should just be able to order it and you bring it. That's it.
You wow.
So, the lesson of,
wait. What happened when the reality hit that you actually had to pay for the food?
it was kind of like, oh,
I ain't got that money.
oh, fuck, okay, yeah, this, mom, there's people here.
Did you do anything extravagant? Did you order extra food?
No. I don't even think
kept it within reason?
I don't even think I ordered anything. I just remember reading free delivery and I was like, oh my God, so lit. You can order food and it'll come.
Elsie,
The lesson
I love
of
you
the
anyway.
the
Lesson for the day, don't say that shit out loud, first and foremost.
Ever again.
Ever. Don't say that shit. Ever.
I called Clifford and I was like, I told him that and he said, when did you say that? And I was like, it's probably high school. And we're not talking 16. We're talking maybe 13 or 14.
I can't believe I'm
And so it's and he's like, oh, because that's frightening. And it's
I gotta go on this one.
but okay, yes, the lesson
So
is
weird.
is think before you speak.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
And that's the end of our show, episode 3. Woo! We did it. Clap right.
You better think.
Think. Okay. Guest, tell our listeners where they can find you if you have any upcoming anything.
Hey everybody, I'm Gordon Baker Bone. I probably annoyed you during this episode, but you can find me at Baker Bone on Instagram and Twitter. If you want to send me money on Venmo, it's Baker-Bone on Venmo. I'll take $2 increments. I'll take $50 increments. But I'm trying to get his terrible ass tattoo off my back.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Oh, that.
Oh, can that be another topic for another
Sure.
day?
Bad tattoos. Yes.
So I have a tattoo on my back.
No, we're gonna move on. Go ahead.
No,
I
wait.
wanna
Let
hear
me
this.
just
Please
finish and
indulge
get my
me.
plug. So I have a terrible tattoo. I'll send you the picture of the terrible tattoo. I got downtown Newark because of an ex-girlfriend, and I'll share it. I'm trying to raise
Did you
enough
get her
money.
name?
Yes, I did. I covered the name.
You have to show it to her now.
I'll show her after the show.
Okay.
But yes, I have a bad tattoo, and I'm really working hard to try to get it removed. And it's going to take about $2,000. And if anybody wants to help, it'd be greatly appreciated. So it's at Baker Bone on Instagram and Twitter. If you want to DM and see the tattoo before you help get it removed.
Father God, today.
I do this on multiple podcasts now. Just hit me up. I will.
Have you gotten anything is the question.
What do you mean?
Like you said, you've done this multiple times on multiple podcasts. Has anybody?
No. I've only done it on 2.
Okay.
But it's happening this year. So this is the new campaign and push because I'm done with not taking off my shirt in the summer.
Is it that big?
Yeah, it's terrible.
They laugh at.
Was it a well done tattoo?
No.
And the way that was covered.
Okay.
Wait,
Here's the
so
thing.
you had a bad tattoo, then you got it covered?
And
Covered
And
with
now
the
you-
worst tattoo.
Yeah. You know what the thing about it is, and I appreciate drink. Drink.
Drink
Drink your ass. Oh.
She in here on other things.
You know
while
the
we
thing
still
about it
discuss
is, we live together, and she's seen the tattoo, and I know when I'm just walking away, you ever have a peaceful day, and you're just walking, and you just you feel confident, but in the back of your mind you go, oh, they're looking at it, aren't they?
Every time. Looking at it. Every single time. Every time I see it, I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to get it, catch it. Or, it's like, oh, there it is again. There's that nasty ass tattoo.
Wait,
Oh, nasty.
How much did you spend on each tattoo?
It was the collection for both tattoos. The first one was 100. The cover up was 150, and they both were bad investments.
And it's gonna cost 2 G's to remove.
Yeah, it's fucked up. I'll show you at the end of the night.
Oh my God, Clifford, baby, where can they find you?
All right, on the gram you can find me as BaseCliff214 at BaseCliff214. Why are you laughing at that? Why is that funny?
Because you just went at the gram.
Oh, you know.
The gram.
Yes.
Do it for
on
the gram.
Do it for the gram.
I ain't
On
gonna
the
do it.
gram, my tag is at BaseCliff214. Twitter, Key, that's Kee, to Success 214. And you can find me on the Facebook. Just the Facebook.
Yep.
Just type in Clifford Awan Key,
Oh my God, I hate the fact
and you'll see me.
Isn't it annoying
Clifford
how
is
much
not
we like
40,
each other?
just so you guys know. He's a young.
Listen, been
It's
there, done that, got
annoying.
a t-shirt,
Young 34.
signed the marriage
It's
certificate, all right?
annoying how much
Natasha,
we
where
like each
they-
other.
Natasha, where can they find you?
Hater.
On the
Hating ass
gram.
nigga right here.
Say it again. Say it again.
On the gram. You can find
That's
me
what the young kids are calling it. I'm sorry.
at deep_dark_melanin. And that's me.
And as always, you can always find me at Somethin'Els, no G. And then also at DeSandies _. And you can find me on Twitter on Something_else. And just a reminder, it'll be Tributaries Live on IG at between 5 and 8 on Friday.
Oh,
I'll be there.
by the way, please don't DM me no dumb shit. Please. America, or whoever's listening, did you just pour more Malibu into my cup?
We love you guys. See you next week. Bye.
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 Thank God this isn't live, huh?
Listen, stop doing the... Wait, no more bad black poetry about shootings.
We
And
begin
stop
end on the
dating
same
white
note.
women with ulterior motives.
Whoa! I have nephews. The fuck is wrong with you? Except for you. 2 nephews. I love you.
Who
Thanks.
shall not be named.
You niggas are never coming.
Why?
Why?
No, you can't fucking throw my nephews under the bus. White asses. They so white.